Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Brian Matthews, your host for Psychologics, and I am here with another pop-up podcast. Man, this is episode 3. Shoot, we got 6 more to go, and we kind of break that, is he going to make it tonight? Man, I've been past 9. Let's get it on. Black right-wing Republicans. I'm starting to think that they're more dangerous than the white wing Republicans. You gotta say that slow, otherwise it sounds crazy. And the reason why I say that is that it seems that they are doing their best to justify why blacks should follow the right wing or the Republican Party. I know there's a whole lot of people. If you make the mistake and click on one of these people on YouTube, man, they're gonna filter your suggestion line for these people. And it's like, this is who you are, this is what you like. No, that's not the case. But I ran across one guy who I'll just leave nameless because really, it's not important to even say who he is, but he was yelling and talking about how he was pissed off and how the impeachment hearings were a waste of time and this, that, and the other. I was like, oh, okay. Trump's doing his job. That's what you're saying? Okay. Well, please explain to me why he's trying to get rid of the birthright amendment. Why is he trying to get rid of the 14th Amendment? You know, please somebody tell me that. And then, oh, by the way, why did the Department of Justice, backed by Trump, want to challenge the Civil Rights Act of 1864? But yet, you are being a big proponent of Trump. But I don't think you're doing your research. I'm going to tell you what I think in the end. Now, Canace Owens, I fell across her this weekend, and I watched her because I just wanted to see. Because to me, after Omarosa, matter of fact, I've seen probably one other lady, you know, black, right-wing, Republican, they're loud. And, you know, that's, you know, I'm not going to get racial about it, but black people, we can get loud. Anyway, she cited that white nationalism isn't something that is top of the list of black problems or black people problems. And she's basically stated that fatherless, absence, and education are the top 2. And I'm like, really? Yet, not anyone, to include her, has spoken out about why blacks are dying at the hands of the police. Something that Colin did and was blackballed from the NFL. Something sounds fishy. Something sounds, sounds like people are in cahoots. You know what it is, don't you? You know what it is? I'll tell you in a minute. No doubt she's an intelligent woman. You know, how powerful would it be to have a woman like this speaking for and representing the black community, brown community, the people who are disadvantaged? To me, she would be a more powerful ally. But, we've already done that experiment. Ain't that right, Omarosa? Yeah. During the interview, Manigault Newman called President Trump a con, a liar, and a racist, doubling down on her claim that the current administration does not care about African Americans. But yet, you're 3 times on his show getting fired on The Apprentice, you were there, and then working in the White House, you were there. Now he's a racist. Like I said, you were there. 67% of black dads who don't live with their kids see them at least once a month, compared to 59% of white dads and 32% Hispanic Compelling. Evidence shows that the fact that black fathers aren't living with their children are due to a structural system of inequality and poverty. That's what we're saying. Yet you want to tell me that employment in the black community has been up for 4%. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of contradictions here that I see. Now, I swear to God, and I said this before, and actually I said this on one of my podcasts that actually went over 1,000, and I wasn't even trying. It was a terrible podcast. It was done on a video game. And then I said, hey, maybe Donald Trump is a Sith Lord. Maybe he's the emperor. And more I think about it, I'm kind of still thinking that Donald Trump is a Sith Lord. I mean, he's working the Jedi mind trick on the weak-minded. But that don't work on me. I'm like a Tordanian. Now, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know that Tordanians, they're all about their money, and probably you're not going to get to it. But me, I'm about what I see. I'm pretty smart. You know, a Jedi mind trick don't work on me. And I think he also has the Men in Black working for him as well, because people are just forgetting the things that this dude is saying. I don't know, man. He must be the smartest people or smartest man in the world, or we're the dumbest. I'm not sure. So here's my bottom line. This is what I'm thinking. You get all these black people jumping up, talking about, oh, Trump is this, Trump is that. Now, one of my jobs that I worked, I had a decent clearance. I won't say how high it was. And I devolved in some background investigations for national security. We were supposed to be the first line of defense for national security. And one of the questions that we generally ask, especially if you travel overseas, have you had any contact with foreign police or service, governments, or were you detained by a customs agency unnecessarily? To me, talking to a Ukrainian president, there's nothing wrong with that. Talking to a Ukrainian president about a United States American citizen, American citizen, I heard that from a guy one time, an American citizen who is probably your biggest threat as a political opponent, but yet the Republicans want to justify that his conversation was inappropriate, but everybody does acknowledge he did have this conversation with the Ukrainian president, and they did speak about Joe Biden and his son. Why? You telling me that you're not good enough to win the election in 2020 on your own? Yeah. All you black people out there running your mouths, all you crazy Republicans out there running your mouths, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be the fall guy. He's going to get away with it, and you're going to be left broke, desolate, and nobody wants you. Think about it. This is Brian Matthews, Psychologics, and I just gave you a pop-up podcast. We're out.